Imagine the atmosphere in Newcastle over the past few days. The cold wind sweeping down from the north, the muffled conversations echoing in the city's pubs, and a strange feeling taking over the supporters walking through the streets near St. James Park. Something feels different, as if change is just around the corner. The discussions that once revolved around tactics and lineups have taken on a more serious and even worrying tone. Some say that an important decision is being carefully considered behind the scenes, one that could completely redefine the team's direction. Inside the club, that same air of uncertainty can be felt. The confidence that once defined the squad seems shaken, and Eddie Howe's expression, usually calm and analytical, now carries a heavier weight. The fans, passionate and demanding as ever, sense that something needs to be done. Nobody is speaking openly, but everyone knows that a key figure is starting to be questioned, and it's dividing opinions across Tyneside. As disappointing results continue to pile up, the pressure grows on every area of the team. Mistakes that once went unnoticed now appear magnified. With each poorly timed save or rushed clearance, the murmurs get louder. Supporters are starting to wonder, does Newcastle need a drastic change to find their winning form again? And if that change means letting go of a player once seen as untouchable? Before revealing the name being intensely discussed behind the scenes at the club, remember that this channel is made for you, the Newcastle United supporter. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news, analyses and rumours surrounding the Magpies, make sure to subscribe. Your subscription keeps our work alive and ensures you never miss any important updates about the club. While the revelation shaking things up at St. James Park is clear, Nick Pope, the first-choice goalkeeper and one of the most respected names in the squad, is at serious risk of being dropped. According to reports from Football Insider, manager Eddie Howe is considering changes in the goalkeeping department and already has a strong replacement in mind. The reason? Pope's inconsistent performances, which have been drawing increasing criticism from both fans and pundits. Pope's start to the season has been rocky. Despite producing some stunning saves, his consistency has come under scrutiny, and his costly errors in key moments have resulted in lost points. The 3-1 defeat to Brentford was the tipping point. The goalkeeper was blamed for a poor pass-out from the back that led directly to a goal. Since then, pressure has mounted, and many are calling for immediate action. What's most intriguing is that, according to sources close to the club, this discussion isn't new. During the summer, Newcastle reportedly considered offers for Pope, but Howe vetoed any move, confident that his keeper could regain top form. However, patience seems to be wearing thin. Mick Brown, former chief scout for Manchester United and Sunderland, told Football Insider that the club could indeed decide to replace Pope, citing technical flaws that are beginning to concern the coaching staff. Brown noted that while Pope is an excellent shot stopper, his ability with the ball at his feet remains limited. He makes outstanding saves, but he looks uncomfortable when playing out from the back. That creates uncertainty not just for him but for the entire defensive line, he said. That lack of confidence, according to the expert, has been a major factor in the team's recent defensive lapses. Eddie Howe, known for his loyalty to his players, now faces one of the toughest decisions of the season. Dropping Pope isn't just a tactical call, it's a symbolic shift, a message that no one is above the collective performance. And in this context, one name is starting to gain traction. Aaron Ramsdale, the English keeper, signed on loan from Southampton, is reportedly seen internally as the ideal replacement at this stage. Ramsdale arrived at Newcastle in the summer amid high expectations. Young, talented, and with experience in the England setup, he was brought in to increase competition for the starting spot. So far, he's made only 3 appearances, 2 in the Carabao Cup and 1 as a substitute when Pope suffered a concussion. Even so, his presence in the squad is viewed as a strategic opportunity. Howe, according to club insiders, sees him as the right balance between defensive security and composure in possession. If you're enjoying this video and want to stay informed about everything happening behind the scenes at Newcastle United, now's the perfect time to subscribe. That way you'll always get the latest updates and help keep our content alive and growing. It's free, and it truly makes a difference in helping more fans stay connected to everything happening. At St. James Park, Pope's potential removal from the starting lineup isn't just an isolated rumor, it's a decision that could reshape Newcastle's entire season. The team, still struggling for consistency in the Premier League, urgently needs stability. The defense, once one of their strongest areas, now appears vulnerable. Every mistake is scrutinized by both the media and the supporters, and Howe knows he can't afford to let the setbacks continue. The club's away form is another growing concern. Newcastle haven't won an away Premier League match since April, and that statistic is starting to weigh heavily on the squad. The defeat to Brentford only reinforced the need for change, and Pope has found himself at the center of the debate. Many supporters have already taken to social media calling for Ramsdale to take over the gloves. Among the most loyal fans, some still believe Pope deserves another chance. They recall his heroic performances last season, especially in wins over Manchester United and Arsenal, where he was instrumental. However, even those more patient supporters admit that the current situation is delicate, and perhaps a spell on the bench could help him rebuild confidence. The atmosphere is tense, and the coming weeks promise to be decisive. With a packed schedule featuring crucial Premier League and Champions League fixtures, Howe will have to make quick, calculated decisions. Should he choose Ramsdale, the impact in the dressing room will be significant. Changing goalkeepers mid-season is always risky, but it can also mark the start of a new chapter. Sources close to the club claim Howe has been speaking directly with Pope about the situation. The manager is reportedly trying to balance honesty and motivation, making it clear that any changes are made in the best interest of the team. He wants to avoid creating internal divisions that could damage squad harmony. Yet he also understands that tough decisions are part of leadership. Ultimately, everyone hopes Newcastle can rediscover their best football. The squad's potential is undeniable, and Howe's project remains strong at its core. The challenge now is to restore belief and turn criticism into motivation. Regardless of who stands between the posts, Pope or Ramsdale, what matters most is that the team regains competitiveness and returns to the top of the table.